You know, when things got really worse, I think it started in January of last year, where this man him starts to bring over also on 3 months no payment or rent. Remember me saying a $20,000 him a pay for the two little sides. He get a bathroom, he get that room, he have the little veranda places, so one little balcony, um, kitchen, and he was okay with using what would have could have been a dining area to house his children. Right? No problem. Them set it up nicely in terms of a bed could hold in there. Because I guess that was all he had for the children. No dressing or nothing. So it was okay for him like that. Everything I tell you was peachy. It's just a pity the phone that we used before when them just come in, because we try to do that, you know. We take pictures of the different areas, bathroom area and stuff like that, just to show them when them going back. When it comes to the security deposit, something to say if them damage anything, such and such. So we don't have that right now. The only thing we that have, as me say, are the pictures that I would have taken with when I was there, and it was saved to my Google photos, right? Mom now have her set of pictures. All right, so boy, there is so much that come like say me I jump over and jump over, but I tell you the situation is bad. The situation is bad, and if he's out there and him looking at this video, you need to have a heart. You need to have a heart, and I hope that place where you're gonna know, you know, treat the people them how you treat us. Because I think your behavior was very manipulative and you're very conniving and tell too much lie. Yeah, because time and time again is excuses for not paying. And he would tell you, say, you know, say me have such and such a person at court because I do some work for them and some millions, and if you pay me, then I pay me. So I hit me a wait pan. One other time when that brush off, him tell you, oh, I work for this man of foreign, and the man which part him send on the money to must have either rub up the money or some holy shenanigans. And knowing the persons we are, we give him a chance. And we give him a chance because we say he have the young kids them, you know. And if you go to school, we don't really want to just abandon them like that. But may I tell you, say receipts and stuff, previous receipts, we show you say some months in a back. Then give a joke. When I one at the time we got a call from Flo. I don't remember exactly what was happening, but we get a call from Flo about a new line being installed at our house. And me tell you, say, would you believe, say, this man run up the previous Flo internet to $15,000, and instead of paying it, him go behind the back and him go sign up for him own yard and road and stuff, you know, them promotional stuff for them have. Him go do it and then go talk about tell we say I'm girls them. How can these girls it and they're underage? But anyway, we make it pass and go and say, all right, I will just use the box and use it down on my yard. So in order for me use it down on my yard, we have to pay off the $15,000. Show the man the receipt for say such and such, and he only paid $5,000 in one of the rent and nothing more. And as me tell you all my mother consider about others, she make it pass. She make it pass and say, you know what, him not go better, you know. Him not go make him no better. And I say go on and go on and go on and go on and go on. Hey, when February came, me say, Mom, we have to go do something about this man. I really want to wrap up on this, but as me say, me just want to know if you have a history of what we two ladies had to encounter because I was around there, you know, say I had to interact with him more and probably we pass on messages to mom. And when Mrs. Seta get back, me say, no, so we need to give him notice. We even go to police to advise, even ask them to come advise him concerning certain things, and to no ends. One of the time during that, him go tell we say him not get no water in a pipe and all of that. And with that said, him go to one other excuse and say, oh, him can't use the water we have because it a game. And then say did I hurt him belly or they a game skin something. And we are saying, I say him delicate as a mason. Him I get them a scratch and whatever, and his girls were there. and them now have them complain there. Anyway, it run off, we see him start line up about, me not exaggerate, but probably like 20 water bottles. You know, the a 2 liter water bottles. Them they line out on the veranda full of water. Nothing but this man they go morning, go do some damage to the piping or stuff like that, and probably couldn't get no water when he wanted. So they buckle them line out with water. Me I say, boy, this looks so tacky. He make here look like some, you know, run down whatever. Fast forward. So in October we decided, that is October last year, we decided finally to give this man notice. So we went to the court office because the police them said them can't do nothing. We went to the court office. So when we got it at the court office, we wrote it up, send it go give him accept it, and him go totally silent. Totally silent. No, by this time, rent stop pay. Rent stop pay thing from either the August or something like that. No rent. Anyway, over in February, and I have the proof of that message. Over in February, I sent him a message. I said, this no look good, man. Talk to him nicely and stuff, because at the end of the day, based on all the lies I used to tell you, we try to be considerate. Him said to me, say, I look about for give you no money and come out on the place because me no want he have to go to no police or nothing like that. We wish him we could have send the recording here, but then it will probably give him away for some of the persons we know him. But in the message him was say 3 days time he would have compiled the money and give it. That 3 days time no reach ya yet. Let me tell you, that 3 months don't reach, 3 days don't reach ya until this minute, and the man now have the respect even when I 2 times he say, say things never work out. He's never done that. It wasn't until we probably go and say, what is going on, and all that, and him come up with the excuse. And because we are woman, him use we. And probably because him knows say we are Christian, him use we. And there were times my mother would get so angry and upset, because he all are carrying other people in the house and all of that. Anyway, we don't get to do no more routine visit with them. No time since the eviction notice give way. To maintain the yard, usually them pay $3,000. Like this tenant to do it, and so that is how it would work. One tenant do this time, the other tenant do the next time around it must do, and that's how the rotation would go. And to that part, we don't even take nothing from it. By this time, I'm living there, so me have my time when I'm here pay whatever and stuff. So when the man has me say come and weed up the place with him weed whacker, to get them to rake up the place stays just the same until the next time for it weed. That's how bad it was. They're very untidy, and I think them not practice cleanliness. You know what the man do in the midst of all of this? When after him get eviction notice, go call inspector, health inspector, go make report, run at the clinic, I go tell inspector, say, the water, what them use and whatever, no clean, and it affect him. I mean I say, as a big man, you have them problem there. And they bleach them. Remember you live there for the last 3 or so years, Bleach is available. The little chlorine powder and stuff is available. And you tell me, say, we know about the situation or the place where we live in a running water we have. So we have to treat with one water. And not even to that, the man would do. Over one next man yard sometime in go and hide with one pump and pump out the man water out of him tank. You hear me tell you? And his children were just as bad, but poor them, they have to just do what him say. And I say him go and son come. I mean I say, if it is say, they never use the water up how come all the pipe in the kitchen pop off so? How come in the bathroom look like it is? Let me tell you. If you give you a little secret, you see when we go around the 29th, pee pee in the them left pee pee urine in the bathroom. I don't know if it would have been from the last time him come or from this Saturday, because on Saturday me tell you say the first me see them a move. And if me never see them, probably me would know say them move. When me see him a carry down the bedbone and me see the moving truck around at the front. Are we very gate them pop off? But you're going to see all of those pictures. You're going to see all of them because something there. And if you say it's amazing, him just not have no heart. Him not have no heart. And he's so superstitious that me I tell you say we're going to the house and I must some superstitious something him have. Me go to the house and one egg tray upon the counter and egg in the cupboard. So the moment you open the cupboard, there will pop up see one egg. Why would somebody put an egg in the counter, in the cupboard, and the egg tray is right on the counter itself? So why you have to be careful? I mean, I pray for the person who has him now. I don't know, cause him probably go and go to pure woman because I want woman that did him landlord the last time and see him come to we as women and probably a women him gone to know. Because him system can use and abuse and manipulate. And because him probably know how the courts work when you, because him a mason all him life, him a live in a rent house and he has kids. Boy, I don't know. I don't really talk much about these things, because even him, he knows that only one and two times I come and say, do a little better and then good stuff. They will know angle him rough for then go way there until probably just trigger mom in the last part. You know? When she deprived him of a key recently. Because when him go through the gate, him don't close it back. Him drive him car and him go through the gate and him leave the gate open wide. And we are saying, why would there be a gate on a premises if it wasn't for it to be kept closed from predators or animals coming in the yard as easily and stuff like that, or even the animals in our yard, they go straight out there. You hear me tell you? And we gave the other tenants who drive a key for the gate. You know what he did? It's like him lay with one of them, when they were going out. And as soon as the person come out, the guy said he saw him coming behind him, so he never bother close the gate. Him just go through, because him never know, say him never have a key or the situation with him. And the man take the lock off of the gate because he had his plan. He knows he's going to move out soon. So him having plan, he knows that if the gate locked, there was no way him could have get through. So him take off the lock off of the gate. For one whole week, we can locate the lock. Until it's Saturday, me tell you, me see him and move out some of him stuff. He's a wicked man. I've never come across somebody like this. He's very heartless to women especially. Because he use we. See, right now, he's owing over years rent. 20,000, And the amount of damages when him leave at the yard. But you will see the video. Because this probably goes so long. Me go and do a part 3. You hear me tell you? Because I want to show you pictures of all the place paint up and nice before he move in. So like him get it there, but everything was working. Light, water, everything place clean and nice. And this man wreck the place. Wreck it totally. But tune in. This is our story because I know others out there feel it. I know others feel it. And the worst thing about it is, landlord, I don't know why this law is like this. I think it is unfair. Landlords don't get right. If the landlords are out there, you can agree with me. Landlords don't get right because for the number of times you go to the police station and complain, the last time we went, when we said to them, say, we see him leave the lock on the gate, we want one of them to come view it with us, to see the proof. Him say it's not a case, that is not like their responsibility. Like if it was a case where it was a tenant then some domestic something, them would have to come check on it. But like in a case like this, it's not really a part of them. Something we have to go as a civil court or go to the court office. So landlords not getting it right. And that is so unfair because you work so hard. You know, you're ambitious enough to say, all right, me I go get something started where me can look back as a source of income, whether a backup income or a full-time income. Obviously, people do you like this. And tenants out there, remember that landlords and like to them rich, but then give them place. A lot of them have to sacrifice over and over to give you. And when you come with these measly excuses, sometimes think about if you were in your own place. The little 20,000 or the $30,000 way I pay couldn't suffice you. And don't expect for even the simplest thing for you complain over because when I say, not pay on a rent. Only too much have a conscience. Until next time. Good morning. It's Carrigan coming from our classroom, and I have to use this time, sorry, to do the postings. So I know that I will give you a part 2 with showing you inside the apartment, inside the house where the tenant occupied. But I feel like I want to give a little bit of history concerning it all. So my dad passed away in February of 2020. So that leaves my mother a widow. She had him as our backup team then, and he was no longer here. So she have to fend for herself in whatever way possible. So at the time for the preparation of the funeral, I decided on myself that since the room at the top was free at the time, let me just occupy it because it was COVID time too, and I needed space for when I was doing video calls with the students via WhatsApp or Google Meet. All right, so what I did was, so from March, I started occupying the room, and I occupied it up until October 7th, I think. October 7th or 8th, somewhere near there. I had moved over to the other section because up there so was free. I moved over to the other section because my mother told me that she was getting a new tenant. Well, she had gotten one sometime in May, and I moved over to the other room waiting for this person to come. They didn't show up. Mom went through all the things of repainting, because that's one thing with mom. Whenever she knows that she's going to get a new tenant, she ensures that everything. So she would check the piping, she would check the electrical business, she would check and ensure that the place was painted and clean. That's it with mom. And sometimes me wonder myself, so which part she get the money in order to do all of them here, knowing that she never have no real tenants working there. And unlike my daddy did, which part he would probably send little money in between for she do all of that stuff. But she ensured that whenever anybody come to the house, them feel comfortable. Further on, so it so happened that that tenant that was supposed to come during the time of May or June did not show up. So I end up moving back over to that side. Because as I said, I moved from that section for mom to, paint and nice up the place. And then I moved back over there and I stayed there until October when this tenant, or most previous tenant, was supposed to move in. The day that he was supposed to move in, I was the one that he spoke with in terms of the contract that they're supposed to, the rent agreement. Everything was peachy for him, and he was explaining to me that the landlord he had before never liked his kids and the whole works. I'm telling you, people will come to you like sheep in a wolf's clothing because me not, up to this day, me never expected from this big man, knowing too that he has kids, right? He paid his thing in full that time, and For the first part, everything went well. His girls, yes, so for his girls, knowing that he's a Mason, I know, so Mason sometimes have to go very far, sometimes even out of the area to go work. I would be like a second mother to these girls. I ensure that things were there for them and make them stay with me in the days and stuff until it was time to go over their section. If me a cook and whatever, them partake of it. I treated them like how I would have treated my own kids. And I tell you now, them see me on the road, and it's as if I did them something. But the Lord knows. The Lord knows. Um, Children, teenagers especially, don't love correction, and if it is that they're in the yard and the place won't rake up because say maintaining the yard is important. The guy will come around and weed the yard, and all they need to do is rake it up, and it's a big problem. When we ask them about the step to just scrub out the step, a big problem. The garbage that they throw down the bottom instead of putting it in a bin, big problem. They ignore and all of that. So that is a whole for something. Whole for something. But everything not going offload. But back to what I was saying. So after I think the first 6 months, we decided to do the routine check, which part, should have been done like every 3 months to check to ensure that everything is intact. Now, when we go over there, imagine 6 months after the guy moved in, when you're looking at the ceiling, which part the light fixture was, that pull off. I say, I could have what this. I've been in there how much months? Huh? And none of this never happened. And all of a sudden we see. But anyway, as two females, we don't know nothing about electricity and stuff like that. He made a suggestion as to how we could transfer the light and stuff like that. We had no problem with him doing that, right? So I guess he went ahead and did that and stuff like that. Would you believe that the next time that we went to do a routine check, and we weren't even consistent in saying every 3 months. The next time we go in and you look on the walls and you will see some evidence of it. The walls start originally, the place is cool. So you will see little mats, something around on the wall. What them call it, I don't know if a fungus or whatever. But when the time is cool or maybe if the top of the roof probably never dressed properly, you might see it cause that kind of cold looking thing at the top. I don't know how to explain it because I have it at my house as well. And we talked to him concerning it and all of that, and we decided to brush up the place. We did a little brushing up with the painting, especially on the veranda part. Because I tell them time they never as how it will look, in the video. That have to go be a part 3 though. And it go on and go on and go on and go on and go on until me say, no man, the man start crowd up the veranda with this ton load of barrel, and I don't know, he must have get barrel from people easily, and he stack up them, all them tools them. When you see masonry, I want whole heap of rubble looking something, and we said to him time and time again, say, no man, it don't look presentable for all of them something that dip on the veranda like that. You know? And we talk to him go, we talk to him come, no movements of it.